Okay, this is 2009 Ranger Z21. I'm going to walk around and take a few shots so you can kind of see the boat. We'll start at the front and kind of work our way back. Sorry for the shadow that you see. Minn Kota trolling motor, Fortrex, 36 volt. I will get up in the boat in a little bit and show you the batteries and all that. It's got the step on the front, all the usual things. And walking backwards towards the back of the boat. The color is pretty dark. It's actually a black color with some sand color and a gold pinstripe. Tires back here were replaced this year, so all four of the tires on the ground are brand new. Four-wheel disc brakes on this one with the surge brake system. I just took the cover off a few minutes ago. I got a picture of that. I'll send it as well. Yamaha VMAX 250 Series 2, so this is after they had their correction to their power heads, which was in 2007 or 8, the Series 1 motor. So you just have to kind of watch. If you're looking at other boats, just make sure if it's a Series 1 that the power head has been corrected. Jack plate's a manual jack plate. It's set up right now the same way it came from the factory. It was all rigged by Ranger in Arkansas. VMAX prop on the back. It's 25 pitch, 15 1/8 inches in diameter. That's how you get 72 miles an hour out of a very heavy boat. Kind of walk around here, the other side. A little step ladder in the back if you have to get out of the boat and then get back in. That's useful. You see the little GPS puck on top there for the GPS that's located in the dash. You'll see that in just a minute when I get up in the boat. And come around the other side. Both gas tank fillers are on this side. It's 2 tanks, 24 gallons for each tank. And then we'll kind of walk back up to the front. Another shot of the other side of the trolling motor. And then this is my connection that I use. You will need an extra pin on the light socket because it needs to be able to activate the backup lights so that the trailer brakes disengage when you back up with it. And I ended up using this big plug up here because of the truck that I have. I'm going to pause the video for a minute and then I'm going to get up in the boat. We'll open up some compartments and show you some more stuff, so just hold on. Okay, we're up in the boat now. This is on the left hand side. The first compartment is a ice chest. It works really great. There's actually a drain plug in the back. I'll see if I can, in the back corner right where that red plug sitting on top of it is, that's how it drains out. Rod storage in the left compartment. There are tubes. You'll see them better in the center storage compartment for all the rods. You can get a bunch of rods in here, no problem. And this is the center compartment. And this is where I put all the rods that I was using for fishing. And you got 12 rod slots in this locker, and I think there's at least 10 on the left-hand side. So lots of storage capacity. Little measuring stick. Over on this side is just dry storage again. You can put rods in here, but it's just open to the front, no rod tubes on that. So I put tackle boxes and all sorts of stuff in here. And then this little compartment here is just another storage compartment. The covers for the 2 lower ants units here are stuck in a little box there, so that will come with the boat. So I'm going to shut these now and we'll kind of keep walking around. So we're up front. Recessed trolling motor, foot pedal. There's the LMS 520. It is a GPS and sonar. This one doesn't have the GPS hooked up to it. You could do that if you wanted to. I just have the GPS puck on the back, and then you have the accessory panel and trim stuff over here on the switch panel. Light plug is right there. The two lights are actually in the side compartment over here up on the wall. I'll turn around, and this is the view kind of going backwards. We could fish at 3 people up here, 2 people easily, but 3 people you can do it if you really are careful. But usually my son and I would fish on the seat, and then he would be over here kind of on the right hand side as we went along the shoreline. Go towards the back, kind of a good view of the seats. They're all in excellent condition, no rips, no tears, no cuts. And in the center is a step, but also a third seat if you need to use that. And we have a couple of times when the 3 of us go out. Pop open a few compartments back here. Start with the live wells. Those are the live wells. They're pretty clean. Had no issues with them. I actually filled them up with water when I was cleaning it up and just ran all the pumps. Everything works fine, so you'll have no issues with that. Oh, I should mention there is a pump out valve in the back compartment that you can swivel, and when you do that it will pump out, or in this compartment it will pump out that water, so you can get your fish out relatively easily. Dry storage over here, also with the drain if you get water in it, and the same thing on this side over here. So exactly the same compartment, a little plug stuck in there. That plug will pop out. This comes out like that. You have a running rod storage over here, which is this. You can hook that back up. Glove box here, cup holder. Go over to the driver's side here. You can get a pretty good view of everything. Gauges are all up high. This GPS unit and Lowrance has a GPS and a sonar in it. I have some trails marked on there. I'll leave them on there. They're for Sam Rayburn for the north end, long cut. And then some of the areas between the bridge and up north. And the keypad over on this side has a hot foot. Probably saw that in the pictures. And then the trim is right here. And then your live well control is there. 2 gas tanks with the switch there. Regular seat in the back for your partner. And then there are 3 compartments in the back. And I'm going to get them open here, and then we'll talk about what's back here. So the 3 trolling motor batteries you see, they're all Blue Top Optima batteries. They're brand new this year, beginning of 2021. There is a switch that controls all of the power up to the front. That's this switch over here. It's off right now, that's on. So it's all independent of any other power in the boat. In the middle, 4-bank Pro Charger. So I actually run it every week, just for a little while to charge up the batteries, make sure they're ready to go. Let me go over here. So a couple of things over here on this side, so you know what you got. This switch right here is a breaker switch. It cuts the power to everything except for the trim on the motor. So if you want to make sure nobody runs off with your boat, you can flip that switch and it'll shut everything down, and this is all key locked, and then nobody can do anything. Also a Blue Top Optima battery here. They've worked really well for me. This one's new also, and the one I had in there before, I got 6 years out of it before I replaced it. Under here is the 10 micron blue fuel filter to take out any water. I change that every year. And then because it's 2-stroke, it has a tank for oil. I think it's 2.5 gallons. You go through about a gallon for every time you fill up. And the oil fill is actually up here on the top. Right next to it is the anchor light position. And back on the back, if you have to get in, there is an access panel right here back into the back section of the boat. I've never had it off, but if you had to get in there, you can. You see the motor. I guess the only other thing I'd say about the motor is we just went through and replaced all the fuel filters. So we did there's a water separator filter there. There's a filter in the vapor separator tank on the bottom of the medium pressure pump. And then there's an inline filter just downstream of the vapor separator tank that goes to the high pressure pump, and that was replaced. So you got 3 fuel filters back here plus the 10 micron. They're all brand new. They weren't really dirty, but I just went ahead and did that just as a matter of course. Tomorrow we'll take the boat out and run it, and we'll make another video for you and send that one along in the very near future. Hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, feel free to call.